Welcome. My name's Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just before 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. So let me just share. Let me just share this screen. Oh, you do. So, welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note any trades discussed in the group are to be classed as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we're not financial advisors. Please don't take trades you're happy to take based on your own analysis. Right, there's a full risk disclosure and a bit about us live session traders. So, welcome, Darren.
Right.
Yeah, it's the ebbs
Lots of
and
pullbacks
flows.
today. Lots of
Ah,
pullbacks,
incredible. Yeah, yeah.
which is normal. Which is normal.
Yeah. And you just as a trader, you need to understand that is normal. Well, here's how you decad. So you decide to get in and get back out again?
Well, that's what I will do. Yeah.
Are you
These
happy to get?
this is fine, but these small losses as I'm flipping and
Hmm.
getting out and everything, they do start to they do start to accumulate.
Yeah, of course I do.
See, at the moment, I've not profited out on anything yet because I'm still in the trades that are going in the right direction, which is a
Hmm.
good thing. I'm still in them, so that's great. But in
Same.
the meantime, incurring all these small losses.
Yeah,
Um,
but Tom does as well. I mean,
yeah, no, yeah, that's right. I think we're starting with these rules. We're going to get the losses first because, yeah, as I say, the idea is the good trades. You sort of stay in them.
yeah, and you're running with that trend then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Building
Okay.
up the sort of profit that's locked in as you're going along. So that's fine. But yeah, they
It's
do
it's the
start.
day it's that danger period, and you're
Yeah,
either in and out several times, or it creeps back on you. So I think that this was our discussion and sort of what Tom had said, but like the thing is we need to travel or follow with our stop profit
yeah,
once it's out of that danger period. Anyway, then maybe I was just thinking also too last night, there may be certain pairs that for a long period of time are really just not worth trading with this strategy because
yeah.
it doesn't really go out of the danger period. You're basically sitting in there the whole time. Um, we'll see. Anyway, so with the mechanical rules, this is I would you'd get in because you had a long there. You get into that buy now. I'm not sure. How do I put this? With the long being so many candles away from the actual um, change on the trend bar, I'm not. I don't know. Maybe this is something of a sort of uh, a finer point on the rules or something. We'll just see. Anyway, so if you're mechanically trading this, there is a long down there. You got a green candle, green trend bar. You'd be in the buy, and then immediately it goes into sell. So, and it goes red on the trend bar. So you would be out of the trade, and there's a loss on that. Um, it makes it, I suppose, more difficult is if you're not taking a trade at that actual long because of the color of the trend bar, then and it's far enough, there's a certain distance away from the trend bar. What do you do? Anyway, that's something for us to maybe mull over and get through the process. All right, AD, welcome Tom too. So I don't know, Darren, what your thoughts are on that.
No, I think I mean the fact of the matter here is that had we been using these rules sooner, we'd have been in that cell anyway, so we wouldn't have been getting in. Well, we didn't on this one anyway, 'cause didn't. But some of these we wouldn't have been getting in far far away from the trend line anyway, would we? It's just that we sort of got in late on some of the,
Oh, no, no, let
yeah.
me let me maybe re-explain.
Sorry,
No, Darren, it's okay.
yeah,
So the reason why you get into that buy there with the green on the trend bar
right, yeah, yeah,
has the condition of this long way down here.
yeah, yeah,
And maybe this long here is not really a
Well, it's almost
a
irrelevant. It's so far away.
yeah,
Uh,
it's you get the long here and then
That's where
it's
you
like
should get
one,
in.
two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, there's the voice from beyond. Um,
yeah,
it's nearly 2 weeks before you get the actual buy.
yeah, yeah.
So
You're getting in because of the trend bar change and nothing else really. Because the long is
yeah,
almost
well, but then
nothing.
again, if you, for example, where are we? If you didn't have that long there, you wouldn't get into that trade. It's like because you're saying you need the long. I'm just sort of trying to,
Yeah.
and Tom from beyond saying, well, why weren't you in the buy? And it's because of the red trend bar. So I'm just trying to
I got two
maybe
trades out of
find.
that.
Sorry, what was that, Tom?
I got two trades out of that.
Yeah, out of this one here. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, a sell there and then a buy there.
No. Where it says
No.
long, I got two trades out of that.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's a different trade this one, but there was definitely an opportunity there. Just looking at that, notwithstanding that the trend bar is red, just to trade that up to the trend bar line, wasn't there? There was an
Mm,
opportunity to do that,
mm.
not in accordance with the rules we've been looking
Yeah,
at. But it is a trade opportunity because they do come. We're seeing them come back to this trend bar line.
yeah. And also too, when you look at it, you've got sell, 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 and then this is an engulfing buy that in actual fact engulfed those two sells.
Mm.
It actually went past it. Um, Now I'm not saying you get into that buy. That's I don't think that's really. Oh, welcome, Paul. I don't think that's really what I was sort of indicating. It's more the fact that if you don't get into that buy and you're waiting until the trend bar changes to give you a green candle because of that long there, and like the things, three things together, you've got a green trend bar, you've got a green candle, and you had a long before it. And I think that potentially this long before it is way too long before it
Oh, it is.
to
Yeah,
count on it.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
So I'm sort of looking at the distance away. And what it'll do is it would limit if you only take trades at the trend bar, it would limit the number of trades that we could
Yeah,
get out of the market. That's
it
all
would.
I suppose I'm saying. Okay. Well, just more to think about because you're going to get out of this trade at a loss and probably not well, depends on where your stop loss is, but potentially this is uh, a full amount that you've got into the trade.
It's not right because 'cause I'm using
Just
these fixed lots now,
yeah,
0.1 per thousand. It doesn't that doesn't equate to
yeah,
1%.
yeah, yeah. But it just depends on where the stop loss is. I mean, it has pulled back significantly in that day.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to reach my stop loss. I'm going to be closing it without.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're going to close, but you will have a loss. But yeah, okay. I'm just sort of just analysing that situation. Okay, ADCHF. I'm in this one for a sell that came there. It's gone up, down, up, down, up. Like so further into drawdown, but it hasn't. It broke those two here, and so it could quite easily go further into that buy because we had a long, then into a short, then into a long. So if it does make itself up here and changes the trend bar without a short, well, that long's there, and it's quite a distance away. Anyway, this is sort of a pullback because this has been in a sell for quite a while since, back at 25th of Feb, then dropped off, came back, go sideways. Anyway, it's not out of danger zone. If I had been in a short back here or here or here, well, it wouldn't be a problem. But the danger period, it's still sitting in because if you take it at the bottom of that, you're in drawdown. Okay, ADJPY. Well, that's nice, isn't it? If you got into that short, it has pulled back. It's probably stopped you out there at some point if you had it. And now it's sort of going further. I don't know. I don't know if you're in that one, Darren, at all.
Not. I was waiting for a
No.
short on.
Yeah.
I'm already in it.
You're in it for the sell. Good on you, Tom. Yeah. Okay. For me, there's this couple of dojis, so it's sort of deciding what it's going to do. It's either going to break up or down. And I think you're right, Tom. I think we're going to get a sellout, but we'll need to get a short on that.
I mean, do you wait for it to hit the trend bar before you consider for a sell?
No, I don't think it needs to. I think if it stays red, like it doesn't. There are times that it doesn't. Like for example, back up here, like this here didn't. Like it did come back there. Yeah. Well,
Well, they do. If you look at that, all those
Yeah.
shorts.
yeah.
They've hit the trend bar before you.
Hmm.
Yeah. You just feel
Yeah.
that that's yeah.
Hasn't
Yeah.
quite cooked. Hasn't quite cooked. You reckon?
No. It doesn't look like it's made its mind up anyway yet to me, so
Mm.
it could mess around for a few more days yet.
That's okay. All right, we'll just keep monitoring that. If we do get a short, then it's. But it is just a bit of a non-event move. That's all. Okay, ADNZD still going down. Still good trade. Off that short. You got two trades on that. It's going very well.
Yeah, this one is, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Well into profit. So it's really moving your stop loss down to wherever you need to have it. So you're in profit on both trades.
Yeah.
At AUD Singapore. Well, you're in the buy, but it's really not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
And look, you might get in because you got the long down there and that. It's not really doing much.
I might even just close that. Just I don't know. Say it's just not doing anything. It's just that long was so far away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I mean, it's in a
Yeah.
it's in a long-term downtrend, isn't it? When you look at it, it's come up to the trend bar several times, turned green, and then just dropped off again. Turned green, dropped. Yeah, my gut feel is going to do exactly that. It's going to do that again.
Okay, well, good idea to get out of it with basically break even.
or just bring the stop loss in a bit tighter.
Yeah. Bring it in under here
Just in
somewhere.
case it takes off.
Okay. If it
Oh,
takes off either way,
yeah.
it'll bounce. And anyway, AUD, USD. Now that's been a bit of a pullback on the last 24 hours as well. It hasn't broken the low though, so I think we're still looking for it to continue buy. And if you got in the buy, that's good. You've just given up a bit, that's all. If you get your stop there. Anyway.
Yeah, my stop's in profit, so
Yeah.
I'll carry that on.
All right, CAD CHF. I'm still in the sell, but it's done a pullback up. So I've seen some nice profit, and now it's done this. But I think I've got my stop loss here somewhere.
I'm out of that now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Uh,
Brought my stop loss down 2 candle rule, and it's just taking me
you
out.
bought it to here. Yeah, no, I
For a
think
very, it was a very small loss. It was,
yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, mine's up here, and it would be a relatively small loss too. So we're still in this sort of danger period at the moment, because if you took the trade on that short somewhere
Yeah.
down here.
I mean, I was happy to just tighten the stop loss, take a small loss, and wait for a short. So it might. I think it might come up to the trend
To the
bar,
trend bar. Okay.
then get a short and get in then.
Okay. Well, yeah, yes, exactly. So when we started this sort of strategy, it was sort of beyond this here, 3rd of April. So we'll just see. All right, KJ. I'm still in the sell. Everything's pulling back up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, KJ, I'm basically at break even on this one. So it looks like it's the pullback that needs to happen at this time of the week. All right, CHF JPY.
I'm still about 100 pips up on that, by the way, KJ.
KJ. Oh,
Yeah.
Sneaky fella. Oh, that's right. You're on the other short. Okay, so we do have a short now. Yeah. This is the one I'm digging a hole in.
I'm up almost 2% on this one.
Yeah, from off the top here.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. For the pullback, that's fine. It'll probably come back to the trend line and then come off it again. Yeah.
We look at this for a while. This has been pushing down and all the way back up again, then down and all the way back up.
But the point is, if we had got into the trade here, we probably would have been knocked out at some point. Like, see the wick here is all the way back down to basically the bottom of the long. It didn't break it, and then off it went. So it's sort of just staying in the rumble until it really does what it wants to do.
I mean, the other thing I was is how to potentially get back in these when you get a sort of wick like that takes you out.
Well, you just get back in. I mean, it's as simple as that.
But you need a reason to get back in, don't you?
Well, the trend line's green and the candle's green, and it's engulfing, and it's.
Well, I was just going to say that last one. You got an engulfing candle. It looks like it's trying to continue. Just get back in. So that's
right. If you get wicked out here, you still got a green trend bar. The next candle basically is, breaks up past it, and you'd be entering in here, and then off it goes.
That candle that wicked you out was actually a buy candle, so actually closed.
Correct.
So
you would just get in.
You get back in there, yeah,
straight away. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, CHF JPY for me. Tom's up a couple percent, and I'm getting further down in drawdown, but I think it'll come to trend bar, and then anyway, it's just it'd be nice if I had been in trades from when we are, but you can't go back. Your AUD in the sell, yes, it's done a little. It doesn't know.
You're in the sell, I'm in the buy.
Yeah, I know, but I'm in the sell for the wrong
It's
reason.
just stuck in this channel.
Yeah, yeah.
I just got in the buy.
All right, yeah. I think it's gonna buy. You're right.
That's given me a bit of hope then.
Darren. Yeah, cross trader hope. I love it.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, you got a short there. You don't have a long out of it. That's the only. But yeah. Okay. Where's my AUD? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whether I actually flip this one, because I really want to be in that sort of buy. I'm going to do the flip on it today. Right, I'm out of a loss. So now in the buy on that one. Don't let me regret it, okay? Okay. You're okay in the buy. It's done this pullback today, but that's okay. I got
That's a
on
risky trade. I got to be quite honest with you, Brian.
the Euro AUD.
Yep.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. That's okay.
Well,
it's okay.
The reason I say that is there's still a double bottom down below this, and so it's right. It's just about where you're. Right about there.
Yeah.
So it's very possible. So just keep an eye on this one that it could come back, sweep that liquidity, and then take off.
Let's see
Just keep an eye on it.
I do that on a daily basis or a couple of times a day. Oh yeah, let's see. But anyway, for me, it's been anyway. You're okay. Yeah, it just does that pullback today. It's that sort of like Tuesday, Wednesday thing that we observe all the time. Middle week of the market. I'm still in this for the buy. It just I haven't moved my stop loss. I think it got in on that long. So still in profit. But it's just given back. So it just depends. Where are you? Okay, 1, 5, 6, 9, 3. Yeah. Yeah. I've got stop losses, stop profits here. So if it does pull back further. But the one thing that has got me is it hasn't broken down past the low here. It's still at the moment. We've still got another like hour and a half before market closes, but that's sort of where it's sitting. All right, Euro CHF in that for the sell, but it keeps pushing up. Right, so I think we've now got a long on this, Darren. I don't know if you got knocked out. But I haven't moved my stop loss from up here. That's the thing. I think it'll come. I think it'll come up to the trend bar and then potentially drop back off again.
I'm going to stop lossing well above the trend bar, so I'm thinking I'm going to let it hit the trend bar and see what happens now.
Yeah, I think so too. Tom's probably up about 10% on a buy or something. Yeah.
2.
What were you confirming? Yes.
No, 2%.
Only 2%. Oh yeah. He's playing conservative today.
No, I'm just waiting for it to start ripping.
To get going.
Yeah. Once it gets going, I'm going to throw more trades on.
Your GBP sideways stuff. Out of that long, it's really just not going anywhere. Just would have been nice out of that one. But anyway, look, I think where we started taking the strategy, the trades in this strategy, it's sort of like it wasn't really at trend line for many of them. So, all right, you go JPY. Look at the push down here, spike, and then come back up again. Yeah, didn't break that though. Just going sideways on the same. Rightio, Euro NZD. Now that has, look at that, for the sell, and then it's bought back up. So you would have been in that trade for the sell and then out of it again. That's a small loss on that one too, Darren.
Yeah.
But it's not really deciding what to do, is it?
Yeah.
It's going to have to pull away from the trend line in one direction or the other.
I'm hoping for a long, and then it'll, for it to take off.
Okay. Euro Singapore. It's done a little pullback today, but still, this is still a good buy. Yeah. And Euro USD, and that would be, see, also too, everything's just done that little pullback on it. It hasn't broken the low though of the previous candle at the moment.
Yeah, well, I've locked in
You stop loss up here
300
somewhere.
pips. 300 pips locked in on that now.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I'm already in.
For the sell?
Yep.
Whoa, he's already in for the sell, Darren.
Well,
and it's totally likely. I mean, you're still in a stop profit situation.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see, Tom. I think you're right. I think it is going to potentially sell. It's probably news that's going to happen, but
I think a lot of these are going to come back to that trend bar now, isn't it?
yeah,
They may sort of. I'm not saying they're going to drop like quickly, but they just sort of meander sideways a bit, come down a bit, hit the trend bar, and then take off again, just as they did early April. In fact, you had that long back at the beginning of March. Nice trade. Pull back to the trend bar.
Yeah.
Took a while to get there. Sort of meandered a bit, and then
up again. Then took up again. Yeah. Okay.
So this was all the signs that it'll, you could
do a similar thing.
Do a similar thing. Yeah.
Okay. GBPs, GA. Oh, now what do we do here? This is interesting.
Well, for me, I'll just wait for that long now, and which could be next candle.
Yeah.
You're tempted to get in, Brian. That sounds of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's more that we've come back to the trend bar. We've got a green candle. We've got another green and another one. I mean, each one has broken the previous high for the day. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm already in.
Yeah, you're in for the buy. Yeah, I thought. That's why I'm sort of thinking, oh, it's looking like a buy there. Look at it. Basically, it's pushed up, come back to where it pushed off from, and now it's ready to get going again.
Well, GN is still selling, so and they do sort of tend to follow each other.
GA and GN, yeah. Well, we'll wait till we get there. Okay, GBP CAD. That's done a little pullback for the day. And look, in GA, you could have a situation where you've got that you might get a little pullback before it actually does take off. So, And you might not. I mean, you never know. So GCAD's done a little pullback. You see, you've got this green, 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 and then all of a sudden a pullback.
I'm already in.
For the sell or the buy?
Sell.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I'm undecided on that. All right, GBP CHF. See how that's pushed back up again, come off the short, and if you had got in on that short, lovely. But it's this one that it's got a long, then a short, then then a long. Bit sideways, huh? Well, we'll just see where it comes back to that trend line. GJ. That's just a rubbish. A lot of the Japanese yen pairs or pairs with Japanese yen are sort of all mulling around and going sideways at the moment. A lot of them, they're not really moving in one particular direction overall. All right, GN. Oh, okay. That's quite different to the GA, isn't it?
Yeah.
They normally mirror each other, but this has actually been in a below the trend bar and the sell for a while. And if you got into that short, like that short from here, and you got in at that candle, you'd still be in profit. All right. Are you in, Darren, or
I
for
am,
the sell
yeah.
still? Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. Okay. Right. Yeah. And you'd still be in, you'd have a stop profit situation. So
Yeah.
things are pretty wicky. GBP Singapore, that's been good. You got the long in, bang, you would be
Yeah,
in
this is going
profit.
all right.
Yeah.
Long right on the off the trend bar. That's the perfect
Yeah.
position really to get those.
And the same here again. Got into that long up.
Yeah.
It's just done a little pullback today. Got a stop profit down here. Like everything's all sitting pretty good.
Yeah. They're
When
going
when you
well.
have a different direction from from a stop loss perspective, you don't need to move anything for that day.
Yeah.
It's only
No,
when
you
it's
don't.
moving in the same direction that you need to
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
attend to it. Okay. NCAD. Now that's done a pullback again. Everything's sort of just doing that today. Again, longs down here. Get into that candle. It is in profit though.
And I'm still in a stop profit. I'm in a stop profit.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop loss now. So
Oh, really? Oh, you would. Yes, yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. You would be. Okay. Um. Yeah, but also too. Look at this. It hasn't broken the high there. Tom's going to tell us he's in a sell, but we'll see how that goes.
I'm not.
Oh, rats. All right, then ended the DCHF. Well, that's coming up here to potentially, but then we've got really a long-term sell out here. It
Well,
might just come.
this is the test now. See if we get the short. Now it's come back to the trend bar.
Yeah,
See if we get the
yeah.
short and
I'm not totally
away we
convinced.
go.
I think that these pushes, I think it's going to need to come up a bit higher.
Mhm.
It might just do a couple of greens and then back down into the short, but we'll see. This is one we would have got into earlier and come back and spiked us out. Right, NJ dancing around, green to red to green to red, Not, and again, it's a JPY. You can see it's sort of just mulling around. I think we'll have a sell, and maybe it's at what point do you get into it? Does it need to be an engulfing sell and then you get into it? Well, you'd be waiting for a short anyway, Darren. Rightio, NU. Now that's a little pullback, but that's been such a nice trade, this one. Beautiful trade.
Yeah, it is.
Get in, bang, little pullback. Probably, I don't know if you stop profits there or you move it up. Anyway,
My stop profit is at
the bottom of this wick here.
0.5895, I think it is.
Oh yeah, somewhere in there.
0.5895, yeah.
Okay. All right, Singapore Japanese yen. Oh, still pushing down.
Yeah,
But again,
it was going well earlier, but
I know, but it's just going sideways on us at the moment. Anyway, I'm just, yeah. We need to give them space to move, but I don't know whether, I mean, to a certain extent, you really can't bring it in to break even, can you? Once it goes into profit, if you bring it to break even too early, you're going to, like here, say, for example, you got in on that short, and then it pushed back up and you have your stop loss up, that's fine. And then it goes into profit here and you move it, down. It's just that spike would just take you out. Just looking at it though, so that we don't have as many small losses, Darren. That's what I'm thinking about. That's all. All right, USD CAD, obviously that would have oh no. Oh.
push down a bit further. That's
yeah, that's good.
Well.
I thought the US would have just, because a lot of the others have changed direction for the day. Anyway, okay. USD CHF. Now that did.
Yeah.
USD CHF pushed up, but look at that. Craziness. Okay. This week seems to be a lot of sideways movement. UJ. Yeah, that's pushed back up again. Oh, so UCAD didn't. That's interesting. Okay. USD and Singapore. Now that has broke.
I meant that UJ, by the way.
Oh.
From the short.
You're in UJ. Yeah. But that's okay. You'd be in a stop profit situation.
Oh yeah, I've now what am I now? Over 300 pips locked in on that. I got in on the short. Right from the top, right from the trend.
And then it danced and then dropped off.
Yeah.
Just got to stay in the danger period to actually profit it. All right, USD and Singapore has done the pullback and has broken that high there. Is this now the turn?
Interesting, on my price feed, it's not quite broken that.
You might
by the way.
Okay. Well, you're still in this though, are you?
Yeah, I'm in a stop profit situation, so I should get a minimum of
lovely
150 pips out of it.
All right, and gold has done its pullback for the day.
Yeah, that's pulled back
quite substantially, but that's okay. You still have your stop profit here, and it would be a good profit if it does.
Yeah.
Silver's still a bit crazy along the line, yeah. And Bitcoin's jumped up. Wow. It's up to 91. That's unusual. Well, look at it. Maybe it was telling us that that's what it was going to do. Okay. Just notice these things. Look, green to red to green to red to green. You'd think, Anyway, we do have a long on though, close to the line. And oil is still at 63. Doesn't want to do much, does it? It
Getting
sort of
close to
come
the.
up to the trend line and it didn't really doesn't really want to do, Russ.
It's not quite reached that trend line yet, has it? The trend line.
No.
And that's what it needs to do.
Yeah, okay.
Don't get the shorts and get in.
Oh, right. Yes, because it's already got along. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, but whether the price will drop too much, they don't want it to, do they? I mean, that here was a definite low here, 55. That's,
Yeah.
In a long, long, long time. Okay, since over here, Feb 21. Feb 21, it was that low. Oh, gee, look how low it was. This must be, wow, it got down to, what? No way. Oh, yeah, that would have been, yeah. Would have been like $9 to $20 a barrel. Fuck. Crazy. And slowly just worked its way back up.
What was that 2021? That was a big move.
Yeah.
Right back there.
20.
Imagine getting that in for the buy. November.
Well, no, this would have been COVID. This is COVID
Yeah, it
here.
was.
It just went, and then COVID just spiked it, and then off it started to work
Getting
its
in
way back
November
up.
2020 and managing to stay in it, just keep going and going and going.
Yeah. Yeah, up it went. And then since then, it's just been crawling its way back down.
God, that would have been some trade. I'm just looking at that now. I'm just running a horizontal line up now, seeing how long
Yeah.
I would have
It's
stayed in.
120, $128 a barrel it got to. 93, dropped off. And it's now at 63. And apparently, what is it? Someone was saying US, it's got to be above $60 for them to even make anything or to even bother drilling it out. So,
Well, these are the big moves. We're hopefully going to catch these with this strategy.
right, yeah. All right then.
Very big moves.
Well, that's it. You got any questions, Paul? Where are you at with things?
Yeah, I mean,
With your 50,000 demo account.
we've got there's a few in drawdown,
Yeah.
but there's a few not going the right way.
Okay.
Yeah, going all right.
Right, that's good. Well, that Euro AUD that I flipped, I'm now 25 pips positive. Went from 100 down to 25 up already. All right, well, we'll see. I think the CHF JPY is the one that's dragging me down.
To see if the markets come back to some form of normality over the next week or two after all that tariff.
I think we've still got. Well, Trump hasn't been assassinated yet, so I don't think we're going to have normal for a long period of time. Let's just get used to the way it is. Anyway, rightio. Okay. Until tomorrow, I think. Take it easy. Oh, look at that. It did push down past it already. There. AUD CAD. It has broken the low. That's quite a substantial push in the last half hour
I'm already in it.
for the sell.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have a short yet, but we do have that. It's very interesting, isn't it? AUD stuff. What do we got? I think it's the middle of May. They're making some decision on interest rate. We'll see. And the 3rd of May, we have our election results. So it's going to be the Aussie dollar is going to be in craziness for a little while, I think. just the heads up.
Mr. Trump's not happy with Jerome Powell, is he? That's what I see.
Oh, he
You see
was
that?
no.
Yeah. Loser. Tweet a loser. A loser because he won't do what Trump wants him to do. So he's
Yeah, well, it's just so so crazy. You got
But he appointed Powell, didn't he, Trump, in his first
I think originally, yeah. Oh, Tom might have a better
Yeah, he did.
understanding. Yeah.
But I've read
But
that we're certain to get an interest rate cut in May. I think that's odds on certainty. So the
in the US.
no, in the UK, that's
Oh,
speculation.
yeah. And here as well, they're talking about potential cut. Yeah. Oh, we'll just see how that will push the market around again. Anyway, let's just find the opportunities and take them. That's all. All right. Yes, there's a fair bit of volatility, Paul. There's like it's a moving ocean at the moment. There's so much ups and downs and wicks but we just need to be able to ride the waves.
And the key to this is staying in these. When they're trending, is staying in them, is managing to stay in them.
And take as much of it as we can for when it pulls back. Yeah. I think also too, if you're in the trend and you're well in, you're in a stop profit situation, I think you can, to be honest, I think you can afford to, if it starts dancing sideways, I think you can afford to sort of tighten up that
I think so, yeah.
your stop profit, because it's highly likely if it dances around, I mean, for it to come back and for you to actually be able to realize that profit. So
Well, once it starts doing that, it sort of forms a channel then, doesn't it? And I think you just bring your stop loss up to just below the channel.
yeah. No,
absolutely.
absolutely.
It's going to break out either one side or the other.
Yeah, some big moves. All right then, unless you got other questions or feedback or comments, we might just make it for tomorrow. See how we go. Is that okay? You're right, Tom. You're in a couple. Is that middle of the week sort of thing? All good. All right. And Darren, we just got to work out some of these like little losses and whether, because as you said, they mount up. So there needs to be something at the trend line that's makes it more. Oh, I don't know if we can. Anyway, we'll see. All right, let me think about it more. I've got a full day of bus driving today. I've got to do my morning and afternoon, and then I've got it filled in the middle of the day as well. So it'll be start at 6:30 and finish at 6 o'clock tonight. Lovely.
Be safe out there.
You too. All the best. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks for your time.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.